and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I wanted to talk about what I have learned about managing a health-directed support team. For those of you that don't know what that is my home health support that I met through my Medicaid label. So that is my 11 support that helped me run my daily life. And today I wanted to talk about how managing that team has translated into me owning my own core business and disability insurance company, as well as running a YouTube channel, and how running a support team has helped me better myself as a business owner and better understand the business world around me. So I got this idea from my very best friend Leonard, who is my personal best friend in the real world, but he also runs a wonderful podcast on the vet title, which I will make it down below. And I recommend you guys go watch that video, although it is not directly disability related. I do think a lot of the more in that video will help you when running a support team or even owning your own business if you're planning to be a disability entrepreneur. So with that being said, the first thing that having a more support has taught me over the years is that you have to have core value or a mission statement or a generalized understanding of how you are as a person, in addition to how you would like to run your life on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, depending on how many support you have and how you mix it up on a daily basis. So if you think about that in terms of a business, when you go on somebody's business website, you will often see a mission statement with here at EPLA, we believe in building inclusive content for people with a disability. Or here at EPLA, we believe that everyone deserves the path to inclusivity. And then oftentimes you will see them miss out their value. We have open communication, timeliness, whatever it may be. Oftentimes a company will miss that on a mission on their website under a mission and core value. But you may be thinking, well, how do you do that? How do you do that in a support team? Well, let me tell you, the first thing you want to do when hiring a support team is always writing a compelling ad. And I believe a compelling ad with understanding who you are as a person. So do you value people who are on time? Do you value people who have an open communication style? Do you value a person that has an open mindset toward people or different backgrounds? So what you have those things, it is very important that you write an ad that is hate around what you believe. Not necessarily somebody who, not necessarily what other people are doing around you to hire their support staff or to run their business. And those who value are things that basically are uncertain more in your life. So whatever you do and however you act and whatever you do, or usually how you would like to think about your core value. So with that being said, having core value on a support team will help you understand how your team will better and how your team will rally behind you. So how does that translate into disabled entrepreneurship? Well, this translates into disabled entrepreneurship because I feel like when you're holding out in your business for the very first time, you are eager to put yourself out there, make your name out there, earn money, and be the most popular person you can be, which is great. But what you don't think about is the fact that if you don't have any core value and hustle to your everyday life, your client will take advantage of you. They will lowball you on prices. They may not pay you for the work that you did. They may underpay you for the work that you did. You never know. But if you have core value, like I believe in respecting people, or I believe in open communication, if that is all on your website, then you will have a lot less chance of people taking advantage of you. And that the same thing though for support staff as well. The next lesson I have learned from running a support staff that translates into my business is talking to everyone about what is working and what is not working. So if we are talking about it in terms of a support team, I have 11 people, and each of my 11 people have other things they could be doing, whether they're work, school, or other clients that they work with. So I have to be well aware of all the processes that I put in place for them to be successful at work. I have to be well aware of them, and I have to understand personally how everything works before I can train them on how to use a product or use a service. So I am always asking them, hey, does this work? Hey, is this okay? If we do it this way, will that work for you? I usually do it this way, but we can try it this way. So being open about the things that are working and that are not working is very important. A prime example of this is recently we were having a lot of support handling issues because my calendar was very hard to read because I use an Apple calendar, and the Apple calendar is only available in one color. So I was meeting too many people confused about what hour they were on what day during what time. So what did I do? I took that feedback and I invested in a handling app for the home base where I I will do a whole other video on, but that's another prime example. And this app allows them to be householded so they never miss a day or time that they work. Also, it allows them to trade their hours while still letting me know about the trade and a couple other neat things that I can know on in another video about. But my point here is that asking everybody what works, asking everybody what works and what doesn't will allow you to better tailor your everyday life to your customer or to your support staff. So what does that lesson teach me when it comes to business ownership? Well, when you ask your support staff what is working well and what isn't working well, that is almost as if you are asking your customer or your YouTube social media audience all about what they like to see, what type of video they like, what day they want you to post, what type of content they want to know about. Is it advocacy? Is it education? Is it disability rights? Is it lifestyle? What kind of content you want? What kind of content do they want to see? And then what day do they have time to look at your? What day do they have time to look at your post? By doing a customer satisfaction survey, just like how I do in my everyday life with support staff, by doing a customer satisfaction survey, you know you're not wasting anybody's time by posting meaningless content. You actually have the understanding of who your audience is and what they want to see from you. So that is the lesson I have learned from having a support staff. The third lesson that I have learned is you have to have an understanding, and mind you, before I say that, I just want to say I do not make money from social media yet, but if I did, this would be a very valuable lesson. Today's society is way different than the millennial society when it comes to an economic situation that we are in. A lot of things are harder to afford, and people have family to feed, they have bills to pay, and they have other things going on related to an economic hazard. So I think as a boss of so many people, I have come to understand that sometimes when you are building a product or providing a service or being a boss to people, you have to understand that if you want to maintain your client base or your support staff base, it is very important you understand the economic situation that the world is in and do everything you can to make your product the best product it can be and make it worth somebody else's money, because what may be worth money to you may not be worth it to your client. So think about what you can offer that no one else can offer. For me, that is that I'm disabled and I have missed the period, and I have a very unique type of reporting and disability advocacy experience based on everywhere I work. So thinking about the current economic habit that the world in will help you draw in the customer and create the prices that you want to create. Now, I'm not saying price your product at a low price. Price it where you hit it right, because people who want to dig into their wallet will dig into their wallet, and people who don't want to dig into their wallet won't do it. But also realize that people are tight on money and have a very different economic habit from person to person. So I think that is another lesson that having support has taught me is do everything you can to maintain your support when it comes to competitive pay or things like that, but also do everything you can to maintain your customer in your business. And then the next, Henry, why are you doing that? The next important lesson that I have learned from managing a support that I translate into business is you can't make everybody happy. You can try your very best to make everyone happy, but that means not doing everyone happy sometimes. And sometimes you have to make hard decisions when it comes to support or how you want to run a business. Sometimes you're going to try things like I try to have my social media services priced at a very low income price, and I got taken advantage of twice by customers. So I had to make the hard decision to update my prices, and that broke my heart because I know, because I know that I do hurt the most vulnerable community members, but I knew if I did not update my prices that I would not be able to prove myself as a professional in the social media field. So with that being said, when you have a client that is not happy or that is not happy with your work, try and accommodate them the best way you can. Maybe offer them a discount, maybe offer them a free trial, maybe offer to redo the work if you think that is right. But once you accommodate them 10, 15 times, maybe think about, well, this client isn't the person back to me, and that is okay. And I had to learn that when it came to support which is why I'm putting it in this video. So that is another lesson I learned. It is okay not to be okay with every client that tries to hire you to do the work that you do. So I hope this video will help you. If it was, like it. If you own a business and also manage your own support, I would love to know what kind of tips and tricks you have learned that you carry into your business model. Comment, and if you're new here, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.